right, well, it's about 8:15 a.m. I got up from my campsite, made some coffee, hung out for a bit. Now I'm still gonna stay in the campground area because I'm going to a set of trees to climb and put up the trio cache plaque. First trio cache plaque in South Dakota. So I want to do one on the east side of the state here in this park, and then I want to do one on the west side in the Black Hills area at some point. Unless someone beats me to it, I don't care. That'd be really cool to have one either way. All right, heading down the trail now. It's a pretty familiar trail since I was here just in December, but yeah, just enjoying it. Such nice oaks here, man. It's crazy. There's always been an overlook here, but this is kind of a new addition that wasn't here the last time I was hiking. It's a really nice observation deck. Starting to see a little color change in the trees out here, and the river's not quite as shallow as I thought, but it's still pretty shallow. It's a nice morning. It was a little chilly last night in my tent, but it's really turned out to be a really nice day today, so yeah.
But it's supposed to get breezy, I guess.
Yeah.
Then it won't be so nice.
Not so nice. See ya. Alright, so we got the big rock. That's how you know you're here. And I think I climbed this tree before. Alright, I just needed to throw a line in and put the plaque up. Okay, well, I've got my rope set up. I actually changed trees. I was gonna do this northerly tree, but I decided to do the south one just because this tree felt a little more accessible. I think this tree was the right choice. I just got to figure out where I want to put the plaque. I kind of want to put it in a spot where you can stand and take a good picture, so that's what I got to figure out next. Okay, trio cache 173 is set, so just gotta head down, and then I've got some more tree work to do today. But it's kind of a chill Saturday. I'm up in a tree. I'm pretty grateful for that. Sun is nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna get down, hike back to my car, and have a good day. I love packing up my gear bag and being ready to go, and then realizing I left my foot ascender and foot loop on. So I was really hungry after hanging up the trio cache plaque, and I got a Taco John's breakfast burrito. I know I can get these in Minnesota, but oh my God. For some reason, they just taste better in South Dakota. So you need to come to a Taco John's if you're traveling in the Midwest. Perfect. There's a little bit of construction noise near me, but I'm just working on injecting this maple. So you can see I've already got it opened up. I did that yesterday, and I've got the tubing system set up. I'm ready to go. It's late season, but you can still tell this tree is pretty chlorotic. A lot of it has to do with the drought this year, but it also, you know, it doesn't help that it's in rock and clay soil. So I'm using a product. It's an iron product that comes in a powder form. Here's what the powder looks like. You dilute that with water and do a direct injection into the trunk. So let's get that going. So it doesn't take a lot of water to get this done. I put in about a gallon. You only need about a half gallon per 10 inches. A little bit more doesn't hurt anything because it's just a little bit more diluted, but it's all gonna end up in the tree the same. The uptake just might take a little bit longer, but that's okay. I got time. All right, so you can see the iron liquid in there, and there's a few little gaps in there. Some of it's air and some of it is just water. I have primed it with water. I like to check with just straight water to see if anything's leaking. And if there are spots that leaking, I just press in the T's a little bit harder, or just do a very, very light tap with a hammer. So it's all circulating now. I'm keeping it at about 20 PSI. I can go higher, but if you go too high, you're gonna burst out one of the T's. Just pump it. So this is actually almost done, which is nice. And because I already have this open doing the iron injection, I'm also gonna do a Cambistat treatment with this as well. And I'm also gonna do it on the bigger maple. And just like for advice on getting these done quicker, do your smaller trees, and it's worth it. Open up that root flare. Don't get lazy and just inject high. Find the root flare, inject your smaller trees first, because your bigger tree uptake is going to go a lot faster. Just waiting on that to go down all the way. In the meantime, I'm going to mix up some Cambistat. The growth regulator is going to go onto the honey locust that I pruned yesterday, which is here, and hopefully that will help. Here is Cambistat. That is the nice kind of thick liquid, and just for like the sake of protecting a tree, you know, this honey locust I'm treating is pretty stressed out, so I actually dosed it down. It's actually closer to a 20-inch tree, but I took a couple inches off because I didn't want to do too much Cambistat. I think a little bit is going to go a long way. You know, obviously follow the label, but I'm doing a little bit less just to hedge my bets, because you can over apply Cambistat and that can really mess up trees. So just be careful. And I'm just mixing it into this bucket. I already have a little bit of water in there, and then you basically, it's kind of viscous, so you gotta just rinse that out. Then you just need to slowly pour it in around the base of the tree. Okay, so the first maple is done, and I'm just working on getting the next one set up. This one is about twice as big as the first one, so I have some more of the T's and tubes to put together, so I'm just cutting those up right now. All right, so I took the macro infusion kit off, and I'm about to do the Cambistat treatment. The nice thing about doing both the macro infusion of the iron and the Cambistat together is that you already have it basically trenched out and ready for the Cambistat, but also on certain trees, if you find girdling roots, you can pop them out while you're doing that too. So it's kind of a good overall system of checking that root flare. So I realized I didn't really wrap up yesterday's filming with any talking. So I did a little bit of tree work, a little bit of injections. Now I'm just walking near the falls. That's kind of the keystone of the Sioux Falls city that I'm in. And yeah, took some video, chilled. Yeah. So now I'm just kind of walking and talking, and I'm going to be going to my grandma's birthday. Last night was my good friend's bachelor party, and in a couple weeks I'll be back here at the falls for his wedding. Yeah, so anyway, I feel kind of like a nerd recording video in public, so I'm going to sign off. Thank you for following me on this weekend's adventure. Thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe, do all the cool stuff, and I'll see you on the next one.